Today I'm going to show you how to get more fullness by using a technique which is called invisible layers. And this works phenomenally well on fine hair. And I do have two other mannequins with different hairstyles to show you how this could work. And this goes for men's hair, women's hair. It's really a pretty much universal technique. And you're going to have a lot of fun today. So if you are a hair professional watching this, a barber, hairstylist, this is going to be very, very, very helpful for you working on your clients with fine hair or even thinner hair. If you're doing this at home, I always say do this at your own risk because, we are professionals and it takes a lot of skill to even learn this stuff, but try it, do it at your own risk, okay? So there's a few things you have to understand when it comes to hair texture. The fineness of the hair is the actual density of each strand. So this particular hair right here, I would say it's like a normal texture, but it's very, very thin as far as the density goes. All right. So on the flip side, you can have like little amount of hair as far as the density, but each hair strand is very, very thick. So if you've got let's just say really fine hair and you've got, medium density, your hair may look rather thin and you need volume in your haircuts. You need that support when you are styling your hair. In order to do any of these techniques, in my experience and best advice, it always has to be done on dry hair. Never, ever, ever try to do any sort of techniques where it comes to texturizing or invisible layers or anything on wet hair, because when the hair is dry, that's when you see the maximum fullness. That's when you see how the hair lays. You get instant feedback on dry hair, especially when it comes to finer hair types. So I've got a pair of professional shears. These are my own shears, and I've got a hair cutting comb. I'm not using any thinning shears. I'm not using any razors. I'm just going to be utilizing this. Now, there's a couple of techniques that we can do. So this hairstyle right here, don't pay any mind that this is like an undercut because it's really about the texture in itself into here. So if I were to comb this down, straight down like this, you could see that the hair is fairly, flat. Obviously, yes, because there's an undercut to it. But let's just say that you want to wear your hair down like this, but you're just like, oh, I need some sort of volume. It's so flat. How do I even fix this? What do I do? Well, in my opinion, is I would look and start to feel where the hair wants that volume, because the hair is lacking it. It needs it. It's looking for something to kind of help give it that lift. So you have to find the areas where that volume or where the hair lays the flattest. So typically towards the sides here, the hair is always going to be fuller. It's usually in the front area. So what I like to do is I will go and run my fingers throughout the hair like that, and I will start to see what the hair does as it's reacting to me combing and running my fingers through it. So if it's falling flat like this in certain areas, I say, okay, so this is where the hair needs the volume. It's falling really flat here. Okay, I know exactly what I want to do. Now, I'm going to show you two different techniques, one on this side of the head and then one on this side of the head, and then I do have other mannequin heads that I'm going to show you as well. So what I'm going to do on this technique is a point cutting technique. Point cutting is when you're literally just taking the shears and you're using your thumb. You're not jabbing into it like this. You're not chomping into it. You want to actually really lightly chip away, light little chips. Again, this is why being a professional, and it just requires practice. I've been doing this for years and years. I can do this with my eyes closed. So the goal of this is to create shorter, hidden, invisible layers and pieces in that area that it will help give the hair a little more volume. So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm literally just chipping in little chips like this, chipping into the hair, chipping into the hair, chipping into the hair as I pull the hair back. And look, I didn't take a whole lot of hair off, but I took enough, and it's better to start with less than taking out huge chunks. Again, I'm not chomping into the hair like this. I'm actually lightly point cutting to where I'm barely trying to cut hair. So as I run my fingers through it, you may see some hair coming out this way. I can automatically see, just based off of that, look at that lift right there. That lift from those little chips that I did, those little chomps that I did right in through here, I'm trying to target that underneath area, right in through here. And I'm doing it where I'm cutting probably more towards the scalp, not on the scalp, obviously. You don't want to have super short hair, but look what's happening now. Look at all that lift and that volume just from that alone right there. So that's one side. It's invisible. You can't see it. The other side now. This is going to be more of a slide cutting technique. To where slide cutting is, I'm going to open the shears like this, and I'm going to lightly use my thumb and just let the hair fall in, and I'm going to be sliding up and away. So let's find, again, where that trouble area is. This is where the hair, even though it's thinner, it will have some sort of weight because the hair is going to want to fall down anyway. So what I'm trying to do is create a support system underneath. So I'm going to let the hair fall into the shear like that, and I'm just looking to carve out some hair from underneath, just like this, right? Just like this. And this is going to, I'm just looking for a little bit because that's all you want. So now, as I run my fingers through it on this side, let me turn this way. Look what happens. Just like that, within seconds, I've got volume on both sides. So that's invisible layers technique number 1. Here is another mannequin head. Again, this is a universal technique. Doesn't matter, male, female. It does depend on the hairstyle, obviously. The longer the hair, I tend to probably go more towards the sliding technique like this. Shorter hair or something like this, this would work okay. It just, again, it depends where you want that volume. Look how flat this is right here. It could be also the haircut, it's not cut on a rounded shape. You want maximum volume, then you cut rounded layers. This may be more of a square shape. So I'm going to analyze this and see, okay, where's that hair falling flat? It's falling flat right in through here. Right where my hand is, you can see it. It's very, very flat. So let's do a combination. I'm going to start with the point cutting. So I'm going to do the same thing. And what I'm going to do is rake my fingers back, make sure there's no knots in the hair. I'm going to rake my fingers back, and I'm going to start to point cut just like this. Okay? I'm going to point cut, and I'm looking just to do little chips right into that area where I think it needs it the most. I'm not going right in like this. I'm raking the hair because I'm trying to feel where it needs it. And I can literally customize it right into here. So I'm holding the hair up, and you can see right on this side here, as I hold this hair up, watch what happens. So here we go, and I'm literally point cutting underneath right here. Okay. Now, if I were to slide cut this, let's see what happens when I slide cut this. Almost same thing, right? There we go. So you will see hair coming out, okay? But as long as the hair is coming out in the right direction. So watch this. I was showing you before how flat it was. Now I'm going to run my fingers through it, and look at that. Look at how much volume this has now just because, and when I give it a little bit of a tease or a little bit of volume right here at the root area, now we're able to support that. So there you go. You can see just from that technique alone, invisible layers. Now the last hairstyle, this is the one where I'm really going to go nuts on. So this is like a feathered type of layered hairstyle like this. If I want to really have more texture than anything else, this is a lot of hair, but let's just say that each individual strand is more on the finer side, and I'm going to run my fingers through, and I'm going to say, okay, it looks pretty decent to me, but where is that hair falling flat? Well, let's see. It feels the heaviest right in through here, because if I go like this, I'm actually able to get volume right there. You can see the volume is up here. Right here, it's falling a bit flat. So I'm going to focus on this area. What am I going to do? Let's lift that hair up like this, and I'm actually going to point cut from underneath. Just be very, very careful, once again, when you're doing this, because you don't want to cut yourself, okay? This requires years and years and years of experience. You're looking for little chomps. I don't want you to feel like you're taking a huge chunk of the hair out, and it's all based off of the finesse of how you're using your fingers, right? And how you're using your thumb. Just little chomps. And yes, you will feel some hair being cut, just as long as you're not taking a huge strand. That's all I got to say. Now let's do even some slide cutting right under here. Slide cutting, you're definitely going to feel like you're taking a lot more hair out because you are letting a lot of that hair just fall right into the shears. But again, I'm focusing right in this area to where I think it needs the volume, which is more in this area. And then look what I just did. Just by doing that, look how much more volume and lift I can get now from this area as compared to before. I didn't have, look at this side compared to this side, right? There it is. Just from that alone, I can now go in, I can lift, and then look at all that volume. Boom, just like that. Where this side, you could see it's falling flat. I can't even do that, right? Let me show you this way. Let me show you the difference. If I go in on this side, watch this. When I lift, watch what happens. It just falls completely flat. There's layers, and I can get this with some product, but it's just, I don't have that support, right? It's going to take a lot more work. Whereas this, within 2 seconds, I'm able to get this volume and support and this texture in the hair. Well, let me know in the comments below if you learned something from this. I really hope if you are a hair professional, this is going to be career changing for you, okay? Literally career changing. And I've learned all this over a span of over 30 years, cutting thousands of clients. If you want any of my in-depth tutorials, courses.thesalonguy.com. I have some really intense, detailed courses on haircuts and things. If you want to learn the haircut fundamentals, as far as key things that I think are important, you can actually click right here. I have a fundamentals downloadable PDF ebook, all sorts of tools at your disposal that you can check out. So let me know if you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon.